I'm gonna log on.
Welcome, everybody. We are here. We are live. We are officially starting. Sorry for the brief technical difficulties, but we're all sorted out now. Well, kind of. If you find yourself homebound because of the coronavirus, we appreciate you being here and trying to seek an escape from being homebound via the internet. Our thoughts and prayers are with everyone affected by that. And if there's anything we can do to help, even if it's just having Garrett and Reg record a voice message for someone you know that may brighten their day, let us know. We'd love to help in any way, shape, or form we can. Ray Shinobi says he's always home. So there we go. Social distancing done perfectly.
Always home.
Yeah.
That's my secret cap. That's great.
Tiny secret?
Yeah.
So
I heard these social distancing orders, and I'm like, so business as usual then?
Yeah, for real. If you're tuning in with us for the first time, this has been a train wreck. But also, we are a tabletop game company who play our flagship product, Shattered Dawn, every Tuesday night. And really, it's a game about how many times Pax can be killed and resurrected each week. So,
I love you, Kaden.
We're trying to break our high score there.
yeah, the highest score right now is always. So, if we can get infinitely, there we go.
Pax just becomes more and more confused.
Yes. If you are not aware, we have merchandise available. Tofu, I did read your comment earlier about the ad in our pre-roll. Check out our shop if you like things like paralyzed lotions, not potions. Per Tofu's request and advice, I was specifically asked to get a cup to drink out of instead of my normal, like, multicolored random cups that I have. So I made one that literally says, "This is a paralyzed lotion, not a potion." So I'll have that hopefully in the next couple of weeks. If you haven't joined our Discord, join our Discord. There we have plenty of fan art and things like that, which most of you saw in our pre-roll. We also talk shop there and really just post memes, and it's kind of lame but really silly and fun. So, we would love if you reviewed the show, left a comment, all that fun stuff. My last four-ish announcements. If you want more information about the show, want to see our post-stream hangout, or if you'd like to start a group playing Shattered Dawn, Arc mastered by one of the cast members, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/shatteredtabletopgames. You can do all that stuff there. We will also be having a Kickstarter when we hit 200 followers. So right now we are at 124. So share, let people know about it. If you happen to be listening on podcast and watching on YouTube, just go ahead and navigate to our Twitch page and press follow. And then my last two announcements. When you're watching, you can participate by typing !D100, but you also generate advancement points while watching, which you can cash in to affect the stream. And through an elaborate brain trust session with during one of our reruns, we devised some more options for our cash-in rewards. And so now there is a 10,000 point grant a heal, which you can use to grant a heal to any target you would like. Player character, non-player character, mortal enemy.
Can I heal my own character?
Cast cannot do that. Cast is not allowed to do that. Malak, what's up? But so that's the less cool one. Obviously, you know, it's cool-ish, but we also have a 20,000 for those of you who are really stocking up. Generate a potency flux. And basically what that is you cash in 20,000 points, choose a target, again, player or enemy, and I roll on a random spell table, and whatever spell I roll happens to affect that target. So if you really want chaos, that's what you want to do. If you want to see Rog be thrown into an abyss and then burst into flame and become an elaborate falcon and carry the enemy off into the sunset, that could potentially happen, but more than likely not. More than likely they'll turn into a frog.
That is the wrongest way to go out.
That is. And then
I approve this
Says
message.
she'll take bribes.
Tofu says she's taking
a bunch of butterflies.
Yeah, there we go. Ray Shinobi is so stoked for his for that. He says he's got a giant grin right now. And so those are obviously fun announcements, but the announcement I'm most stoked about, the one that just kind of came out of nowhere, to be honest, but I felt like it was the right move, is as of this past weekend, we have started work on Shattered Dawn 2nd Edition. It will be released at a point near in the future. We will be playtesting 2nd Edition during Arc 2, which we will start at the end of May. So if you are interested in watching a game playtested in an actual show setting, this is definitely the place to do that. But also, if you have any suggestions as we are doing that, shoot them our way. We'd love to hear your feedback. And there are a bunch of things that will be really cool in 2nd Edition. So,
So David, does this mean we can finally have edition purists in our fandom, where we're like, oh, 1st edition is really where it was, where it was good. 2nd edition is where it went downhill. Now 3rd edition, I've heard good things about 3rd edition.
So I have been thinking about that.
Right over 4th edition, though.
Yeah. My game plan is basically to burn all of 1st edition once 2nd edition comes out.
Can we throw 1st edition off of a bridge?
Yes, we can have a burning ceremony. Actually, let's get bridges for 1st edition in chat.
I, for one, think 1st edition's already way better than 2nd edition.
Well, that's...
In that it exists.
You're so insightful.
Yes.
Well, David, I have several copies of 1st
classic.
edition over here.
Well, that's all we got for our announcements, so we are excited to have you with us. Let's get this show started. This is Shattered Dungeons.
Jordan.
Speaking of, we've been back for about 10 seconds and you've embarrassed yourself, Jordan. Welcome!
Fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, you wanted that to happen, is what it boils down to.
Oh, I was vamping for time.
I know. Well, hope you all are ready for this. We got plenty of fun things happening tonight. Real quick from chat, she said, Tofu says, I have to depend on the adventurers to not need a heal for me to use the potency flux. If we need heals tonight, something has gone horribly wrong.
You're going to need heals tonight.
Ray Shinobi says he's still preparing for May. Good. Heal the goblin. All right. Well, it's great to see you, that one Chris guy. Welcome. And of course, all our other regulars, welcome as well. So tonight we have a fun show in store, but we are missing Lutz. Cliff will not be with us this evening, but the good news is we have everyone else. So we have Ray, who will be playing Rog.
Hello, I'm feeling a little peckish.
Packish? What was that? Oh my.
Interesting.
I may have backed up in the chair a bit. So.
Lots of flatulence tonight.
That was pretty great.
We've been in the show for 4 seconds.
Is there a boat in your living room?
I didn't think it was going to make that much noise. I was just.
Kevin.
Anywho, we have Jordan, who will be playing Reg via chair noises.
Hello, my name is Reg, and I communicate exclusively through chairs. How is it?
We have Dion, who will be playing Caden.
Hello, everyone.
We have Heather, who will be playing Chibi.
Good evening, everyone.
We have Raven, who will be playing Garrett.
I've learned that you're not supposed to lick doorknobs.
Not without salt, Mr. Garrett.
Oh
Cannot
my.
stop laughing.
No.
It brings out the flavor.
And lastly, we have Lauren playing Pax.
I'm Pax, and I'm here to spread the gospel of chocolate-covered Twinkies.
Chocolate-covered Twinkies.
Yes.
Oh my.
Take a Twinkie, they put chocolate on it.
For reference, Ray Shinobi's birthday is in May, and that's why.
Oh, well, there you go. Happy birthday.
Awesome.
In May.
In happy May Day birthday.
In May.
Well, let's get into it, shall we?
The Ides of May.
Yes. For those of you who were not here last session, they had a weird dream and were basically faced with their destiny and decided to give Lutz a flying carpet in the dream, which they now don't have, but Lutz has. And no one knows where Lutz is right now, so he could be gallivanting across the countryside, just sprinkling fairy dust into the various cities and settlements. Yoo-hoo! You have some sprinkle dust! So, let's start. After some days, everyone has arrived back at the Guiding Fire's castle. Lutz, however, having been given the magic carpet in the dream you shared, has not arrived yet. You take the time to tell Lord Steve, the Night Steward, about the warding gem, and the fact that it housed your mutual friend Vremkath's soul. After telling him you destroyed it, he agrees that it was the right decision. You inform the Lords of the Guiding Fire about the spectral dragon Edizkath, and the deal you struck. After debriefing some more information, you retire to quarters that have been prepared for you. Lord Steve the Night Steward schedules a meeting that evening to discuss the next course of action that must be taken. What do you do with your day as you await the meeting?
Roll for.
Is Kevin around?
Why, yes, Kevin is around. He is in parrot form inside
Then
the
we
castle.
Then we should all go visit our bestest dragon buddy.
But yeah, we got to start with that. Give him some cookies.
I think I need to do some
Dragon-
spell research and sword training.
All right, so let's go ahead and roll initiative. Just 1d100 and all that stuff. And then we'll kind of go through based on that. And it's at this point I realize
You're getting it out of your system now.
Reg will be taking a permanent nap this entire session with a roll of natural one.
Sleep.
He gets locked in the bathroom accidentally.
Hello. Can anyone hear me?
Well, I
Where's
seem
Reg?
to have misplaced my pencil, so I'll be referencing our list a good bit. So
Won't forget where I am.
No, I know you're dead last. So we begin with Pax, who had a 91. Pax, now that you are in a safe place and somewhat home, what will you be doing?
Pax is pretty freaked out from her encounter with Dark Pax. So she's gonna definitely be seeking out some friends, join back up with Kavan, and probably go talk to Reg and maybe Chibi.
Okay. So guide us through what's happening. What are you talking to Kevin, the Black Dragon, about?
I just want to find Kevin and tell him I missed him and Hey, Kevin, we're home. Yay.
Pax, it is so great to see you. It has been far too long. I sense something different about you.
Yeah, about that? Was I don't know. I've just had some pretty disturbing experiences. Do you want to come talk to Reg with me? Or will you come?
I will do anything for you, Pax.
Talking to Reg is the disturbing part.
Is Reg by himself or is...
So
I'm apparently locked in a bathroom.
you just knock on the door. So I'm gonna say that everyone's kind of going about their business at the same time. So Reg would have walked off at this point, and you kind of saw the direction, so you kind of just catch up with him. If everyone would like to move their tokens to a specific room they may be interested in going towards, totally fine. Reg, I'm gonna put you off in one of the side rooms of the castle just for this moment, so that you guys can kind of have a private conversation.
I was going to ask also, are we supposed to be kicking off our recruitment plans, or is that a little bit after?
That will be the meeting that has been scheduled for this evening.
Okay, so I don't need to make my phone call just yet.
Nope. You do not have a phone, by the way. Let it be known that there is no Verizon Wireless in Shattered Dawn.
I mean, maybe there
Reg
is.
has the old plug into your car Wall Street banker Coke dealer phone.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, so Pax and
Bring me that fan art.
There you go.
Pax and Kevin walk up to Reg. Pax, what do you lead with?
Hey, Reg.
Hey, Pax. Oh my goodness, Kevin. Oh, how is you doing, buddy? You all right? You're not hurting nothing, right?
No, quite the contrary. I have destroyed many. I have had quite a joyous time.
Oh, you's a good dragon.
You deserve dragon cookies, which I still have.
My
Reg,
favorite.
you know me. Yeah. Reg, you know me pretty well, right?
I mean, I would hope so.
Great. So the past month or so is just like I don't remember anything. And honestly, that run-in with the spirit that looked like me but not me and had a sword and was does that have anything to do with why I can't remember?
Yeah, it's not a very, it's not pleasant to think about, but I suppose I should probably, instead of just, hey, welcome back to being alive, you was a sword and me, I should probably give you more details than that.
Was that actually me?
No, at least that's not what the sword said. Okay, let's back it up. Hey, Kevin, we hadn't sent Kevin away before that, right? We sent him as we were getting to Mivra. That was like part of our game plan. No, he was with us that whole time.
Yeah, Kevin was still there.
Okay.
You left me here. After arriving, you were sent off to the laboratory.
Yeah, that's wrong. I meant we had originally talked about sending him as an envoy, so I was getting that confused. Okay, so Pax, I figure the last thing you remember is that weird island we found in the middle of the ocean.
Yes, and Rog had gone off by himself, I guess.
He said something about swimming with dolphins when he got back. It was weird. He said he loves blowhole. I didn't really want to focus on follow-up questions at the time.
Sure.
Anywho, so do you remember this sword you found?
Yeah, and the part of what is making me uncomfortable, I still have it, is I didn't get rid of it. Should I get rid of it?
That I'm not sure of, because we kind of had a debate. Do we leave it in here and curse someone else, like who finds it by accident? We should honestly probably ask someone who is smarter than me. Oh, that reminds me. I am going to talk to someone later that is much smarter than me. I'll ask him about that.
Yeah.
So do you remember that there was kind of a spooky corpse with the sword?
Yes.
Apparently, what the sword does is if you touch it, it eats your soul.
Wow.
Gobbles you up.
Wait. Does that mean you were dead, Pax? Your
That
soul
is-
was consumed.
Yeah, that is what the sword told me over the corpse of my mother.
Was I awful? I'm so sorry, Reg.
You were magnificent. I've never seen
Kevin, you calm down.
so ruthless on the battlefield before.
I mean, that part was cool, but like literally, Cold Deer was burning to the ground. We found my dead mother. Caden failed to resurrect her, and then everybody left, and you stopped and was like, hey, you know who else is dead like your mom? Pax. She's dead, and there's nothing you can do about that either. It really hurt my feelings.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, Reg. Are we okay?
I mean, it's a very confusing feeling because I know that it wasn't you, but it looked exactly like you and sounded exactly like you, except maybe a little, I don't know what the right word, gritty. But I'm doing my best to work through that, and it's not your fault. So I want to say I'm sorry if I'm a little skittish or anything.
No, that's totally understandable.
Also, whatever we do, we can't touch the dang thing.
Right. Okay. So
Can
let's
I
definitely.
touch the sword?
No, you cannot touch the sword, Kevin.
I don't know that that's wise.
Unless, can you eat magic?
I don't think so, no.
Then no, we should probably not do that.
Okay. Well, thanks.
I'll be honest, this sword would probably like being a dragon.
Well, thanks, and I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, would you like a hug? I feel like I could use one after everything, to be honest.
Sure. Pax brings him in for a hug.
Aww.
Oh wait, I just got stepped on.
Reg is a big hugger. There you are. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Good.
But yeah, like I said, right after we left the island, I guess it was Sword You that pulled some trigger on a thing, and then we got the Cold Year and it was magically burning to the ground. I don't know if those two things is related, but at this point, I'm starting to think it might be because there was no soldiers there. But we thought it was Miver at the time. But then why wasn't there nobody there for me to kill? It
So
would've
I
been-
just
I don't know.
destroyed a city.
I mean, how can you destroy a city by flicking a switch?
I don't know if there's a magic that can eat your soul and possess you.
Regardless,
Who's
we
to say?
did watch that happen. Or at least the aftermath.
Either way, I don't feel great about it.
Well,
Hey, what happened? Do you guys remember there was this guy, there was this guy who liked to sing songs and stuff that was following us around. I haven't seen him in a while.
Ah, yes. Where is Lashtak? He did not return with you.
I'm not sure that's what his name was, but yeah, no, I haven't seen him since the cave.
I have a hazy. Yeah, I don't think he's around anymore.
Oh, that's too bad.
I think
Guess the spiders got him.
I think I'm gonna go hang out by myself for a little bit, Reg. I just feel like I have a lot to sort through.
I get you. That's good. I just want you to know that even when you was a sword and mean, I was still your buddy, and I was still doing what I could to try and figure out a way to bring you back.
I really appreciate that.
Apparently killing you did the trick. That was lucky.
Well, if I ever become awful again and try to destroy cities, maybe kill me again.
I mean, as long as you... For me.
What was that?
As long as you do the same for me.
Oh.
Common murder courtesy.
Sure, Reg.
Tofu! Tofu just cashed in 5,000 advancement points to have Kevin touch the sword.
Holy crap, no.
We're all gonna die tonight.
Nice. Nicely done.
Kevin have to roll.
Yes, he is going to have to roll.
You let me know if it
Oh, good lord.
You let me know if it fails.
You did this, David. I'm just saying.
I
you were the
may
one.
have suggested it in chat, but I thought she was saving points for a potency flux. I immediately regret typing that, but I mean, honestly, that's a very Tofu thing to do. So,
The sword is packed away, though.
oh yeah, but you see, you guys have been talking about it, and he's a dragon, or she.
Just like shiny.
You like shiny.
In the form of a
And
parrot.
technically, that's a piece of very expensive, very powerful loot. And so, as you guys continue to talk about it, Kevin is perched on Pax's shoulder.
Getting healing tonight.
Yeah, this might take a.
Can I fight Kevin?
We're about. I need to find his character sheet real quick so I can look at rolls. This was not something I anticipated, which that's sounds about right. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So, as you guys are talking about it, our lovely friend. She says she's laughing so hard she can't see her monitor. That's right. And so, as you guys are talking about it, he actually morphs from the typical bird form he's been used to kind of more of almost like a salamander. And he has his articulating tail back. And so as you guys are talking about it, his tail
Mr. Tibbles.
is trying to very slyly peruse your packs and find where the sword actually is currently located. And as he does so, he is going to roll a very meaningful sneak check against you. Yep. So he is going to roll 1d100 and add 65 to it, which does not work. So Pax, you notice that he is trying to feel around your pack for something. What is your legitimately immediate reaction?
Kevin, stop. What are you doing? Kevin had already said, "Can I touch the sword?" And we told him no. Do you remember the sword?
More dragon cookies.
And now
Dragon
you're going to have to
cookies.
roll a speech check. So let's
Talking
see.
dragon.
Let's see Pax's sneak
What is
check.
my speech? Do.
87. He gets the same bonus to you. I rolled another 19.
That's amazing.
Thank you, Broken Roll 20.
Yes. So you're able to see through his false truth there, Pax, and he's trying to go for the sword. What do you say to him?
Kevin, do you remember you just said a minute ago that you'd go anywhere with me?
Indeed, I did.
Kevin, you have to promise me you're not going to touch this sword. It'll make you evil. You'll probably kill us. You won't even
It
care.
will kill you.
I will not do such things. I promise.
He's telling the truth. Pax can tell that. So he kind of leaves it be. He switches back into his bird form. What do you do after that?
Okay, Reg,
I need to go take a poop.
we have to get rid of this sword.
That was terrifying.
Worth the try, Tofu.
All right. Come on, Kevin. We've got to get rid of this sword or something. It's gonna kill people.
Where shall we take it then?
I don't know. Reg is gonna ask somebody about it. We'll see what that person says.
Noted.
Can we destroy it?
I do not know. I just know that we should be very careful with it.
I wonder if your acid would be able to affect it at all.
Would you like me to try?
Can you put acid on it without actually touching it or being tempted to touch it?
He turns around and spits acid about 50 feet down the hall and nails basically like a little slit in the window with unrivaled accuracy.
I believe I can hit it from afar.
Okay. Do you think we should tell the others that's what we're trying to do? Rich just went to the bathroom.
I think it would be wise not to involve too many, especially here in this place, if they knew of what we held with us.
Okay. So Pax is gonna take the sword out and sort of like drop it, lay it on the floor here,
Okay.
and then back up with Kevin and
Okay.
tell him to spit.
Indeed, I shall do so.
Tofu, I need a roll from you, please. And with an 87 against a 62, he stands on his haunches and looks at you, Pax, and then looks at the sword and breathes in as though he's about to breathe acid on it. And as he does so, it's almost as though his eyes go black. Not like he's dead, but definitely like suddenly, now that he has made some sort of contact using a bodily fluid, he is now possessed by this. No, I'm sorry, I said possessed, wrong word. He is now entranced by this sword. And so
do a reroll or take control of the sword.
So, as he does so, his form starts moving back into a dragon form. He slowly starts morphing, and he's moving very slowly towards the sword. Pax, what are your reactions?
Pax is gonna jump in front of Kevin. And she's scared for him, so she jumps in front of him, in between him and the sword, and throws the covering that she had wrapped around the sword on the sword, like over it.
Okay. As you do so, he continues to move forward, almost knocking you away.
In the distance, you hear Reg going down the hall. Has anyone seen the bathroom? I need to know.
What is your last action, Pax?
My last action.
Not ominous at all.
My last action is to pull the shield out and yell at Kevin, try to like break his eyes and make him look at me instead of the sword, and yell at him, Kevin, look at me, stop, this sword will kill you, you will die, please don't do this. And slap him on upside the head with the shield.
Roll a speech check. Just straight D100. You and I have the same bonus. 9 versus 44. Kevin had a 9. As you shout out to him using the blinding light of the solar shield, you hit him in the face, and his concentration breaks. And he looks at you and simply states,
Pax, what was I about to do?
You're about to die, Kevin.
Thank you for saving me. We should seek assistance when dealing with this blade.
Indeed. And Pax is gonna wrap the sword up without touching it.
all right. What do you do after that, Pax?
Pax is just gonna sit here on these steps.
Just like rocking slowly back and forth in the fetal position.
No good, very bad day.
So while all that's going on, let's check in with Caden. What is Caden doing? And we'll go back to our temple music rather than the battle music that I had playing during that interaction.
I'm sweating.
Are you really in real life? That's awesome.
Like my palm.
You almost
Kevin,
got Kevin killed.
We literally just were saying, if this happens again, you kill me, I kill you. Like, we were making death pacts. And then our other essentially best animal friend is like, hey, I'm gonna touch it. Oh, I found the bathroom. Let me move Reg.
Thanks. All right, Caden, tell me what's going on.
I need to sort out some things before we move on from this place. So one of the things that I wanted to do is work on making the levitate spell permanent. Like my sense dead spell.
Okay.
Also, out of character, what level are we at right now? I've lost track.
Everyone's at different levels. I think you and Pax should be 47. I think we decided earlier.
Reg has been maxed out at 50 for like 2 weeks now.
So yeah, you should be at least 47. Which, fun fact, level 50 is the maximum, guys. So you're definitely at the upper echelon of characters.
Okay, so that's the main thing I'm going to do is work on making levitate permanent, unless somebody needs anything while I'm casting those particular spells. Are we? So is this where we're going to be staying for a few days or weeks or whatever? Do I need to find a bedroom?
We'll get to that later, but basically they've prepared rooms for each of you.
Excellent.
You guys are using this as your current base of operations, so.
Sweet.
Cool. So Caden takes a good while and is in trance and meditation in the room that the Guiding Fire have prepared for him, and he is basically just focused on that. So by the time dinner rolls around, Caden will be able to fly at will. He'll be serving people food from above them. He'll be trying
now
to...
when Caden leaps off of a bridge.
Yeah.
It depends on which bridge and what happens, because Rog had levitated and he leaped off of an opening too, and it didn't work out too well for him.
That's true.
Making it permanent wouldn't have stopped that. I still would have failed.
Yep, very true. So, is there anything else you want to do with your time, Caden, at all?
That's it for right now, and I'm gonna go crunch the numbers real quick and wait for my next turn.
Okay.
Unless there's something else going on that's drawing my attention.
Depends on what other
the
players
sound.
may do, but from
The sounds of straining coming from a hallway.
yes.
Oh my goodness.
I hope you're using a proper chamber pot for that, buddy.
Oh, how do I know the difference?
I just found a hole in the wall. So Rog, you're up next. What is Rog doing right now?
Prague is approaching. Oh, we gotta zoom in. It's approaching Steve.
Okay.
Steve, this is a wonderful. Oh, sorry, I meant Lord Steve, Ultimate Knight of the Stewards. This is a wonderful place you have here.
Why, thanks. It's been really cool.
Perhaps you should start a fire then?
So the fire that we guide is like, it's basically in our hearts. It's our sense of morality, and so we try and vanquish evil at any chance we get.
I see. It's a metaphorical play on words. Wonderful. I mean, cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I didn't know you knew those words, Rog.
What happened? I blacked out.
That sounds about right.
So, Steve, do you happen to have a forge in this place?
Boy, do we. It's kind of nearby. It's technically outside in the back. You can kind of head south from here down that hallway. He points to the other side of the table from where you guys are. Just follow that and you'll find it. You'll hear the sounds of clinking and clanking and, forge sounds.
Perfect. Everybody that is nearby within earshot of me, if you have celestial ore from that nightmare scape that we just came from, I can take it and forge some things if you would like. Didn't you grab all of it? I asked you to grab me some. I mean, I grabbed as much as I could carry. I don't know what everybody else has.
You were reminded of the time that he bested your strength, Garrett.
Oh man!
From the hallway bathroom, you hear, I grabbed a big hunk of something called malachite. I don't know if that's helpful.
Can you close the door, Reg?
Sorry.
Malachite, that would be a beautiful embellishment. I could probably do a wonderful filigree. What?
Are you okay, Rog? Do you need to talk?
I think I just need something to eat.
Oh, well, we have plenty of boar in the back if you'd like.
You're not you when you're hungry.
Rock, improve my sword, my diamondine sword.
Probably. I mean, I probably couldn't make it worse.
Perfect. I'm asking Rog to improve my my sword,
Okay.
which I do already have the stats and everything for it if it does get made. So
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's totally fine. He'll spend the rest of the day at the forge, it sounds like.
Yep.
And
I'm
so
gonna collect up all the materials I can get my hands on and wander down to the forge to see what I can craft up.
cool. So Garrett gives you his blade. Garrett, you can go ahead and notate that. Rog, is there anything specific that you'll be making besides Garrett's blade?
That is completely up to the other party members if they interacted with me before I head down there. As for myself, I'm going to be building some nice shiny gauntlets with spikes on them.
Nice.
I have a celestial ore dagger. Could it be improved?
Indeed it could.
Ooh, Rog, could you take my celestial ore dagger and improve it for me?
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, I could do that.
Rog, if you have any extra materials, make me a nice helmet.
Sure. I'm going to put horns on it. And a mohawk.
From the bathroom here. If they got any cool weapons already down there, you just let me know.
Seriously, Reg, we can smell you from out here. That bathroom's
Yeah, it
at the
reminds me
end
of
of the
my
hallway
grandmother's
on the
house.
far end of this level.
Steve,
A lot of those spiders got in your mouth and it really turns your stomach.
Oh
Lord
gosh.
Steve, you are blessed with the smell of Dargoth.
Oh my.
Among our people.
Gross.
Right, Rog?
So is there anything else, Rog, that you'll be doing?
No, I think that's about it.
Okie doke.
Till
Chibi,
later.
what is Chibi doing?
Well, since Rog left to go down to work in the forge, she's gonna seek out Pax because she's just got a lot on her mind lately since we had that crazy dream last week. So I'm gonna go over here and say, "Hey, Pax, do you have a moment to chat?"
As you walk up to her, you notice she is basically in tears, rocking herself back and forth on the steps up to the main entry.
Well, Pax, Hey, it looks like perhaps you've got something on your mind as well.
No, I'm good. Yeah, things are. It's just. No, what did you want to?
What's brought on all the tears? You don't feel like sharing?
It's wow, TV. So Kevin almost touched the sword, and I barely stopped him. And we have to destroy this thing, Chibi. I didn't know. After we saw that whatever, and I just asked Reg if that was actually me, and it was me, and I think I might have destroyed a city, and I was really terrible to Reg, and I probably was terrible to you.
No, you were quite fine for me. I was going through a bit of a dark period as well. You were quite the good friend throughout it all.
Really?
Yeah, don't take that so harshly upon yourself. It was just, I mean, you didn't know what you were doing. And
that and reliving like the most awful time of my life when I accidentally shot that kid and got fired from the circus. And
well, that's something you can remember, and that I could see that bringing up the tears for sure. But what's this with Kevin? Why did he try to grab the sword?
I mean, can you blame him? He's a dragon. It's a fancy sword. He wanted it. It was my fault, really. I pulled it out because I thought Kevin's acid could maybe destroy it.
I would have done the same. I would think he could destroy it. I didn't know dragons were partial to swords.
I mean, shiny, I guess.
Maybe we should get a book about dragons.
Yeah.
We actually did steal a book about raising dragons.
Perhaps we should reference
I don't remember that. That's so funny.
We've had a lot on our plate lately.
Yeah, but you wanted to talk.
Yeah, quite honestly, when you were Dark Packs, I found it quite helpful. I was going through a bit of rage myself. You know, I've been really surprised at the camaraderie I feel with the Toosdae Knights, because honestly, before you all, the Queen was my only one and true friend, I thought. And then as we began hearing all the rumors that she was spreading, saying we were the villains and such, I've been actually planning her death alongside you for the last few weeks.
Oh.
And if you hadn't come around, she may not be with us still.
Well, remember, maybe she's still your friend, but remember last night, they said that she was... Well, they said she was under someone's control, so maybe...
Yes, and it all started with the dream, remembering the friendship and such, and then we found out that perhaps she has been controlled by another, and now she wants us to save her and save Mithra. I'm a bit confused about it all.
Maybe we just need to release her from whatever spell she's under, and she'll be your friend again.
Yeah, definitely don't let her get a hold of the sword. I don't think we want to ask her to keep it in its safekeeping or anything like that.
I don't think we should tell people we have it.
Oh, I don't want to tell her we have it, that's for sure. I don't know, but how perhaps Caden could help us figure out how to destroy it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Do you know where he is?
He's practicing a new spell, I believe.
I saw him jumping on his bed earlier tonight.
He's trying to learn to fly.
He's eating sweets.
He said, have happy thoughts.
He's hovering over the toilet, quite literally.
So in the end, I've just really come to the conclusion that our band of brothers here, I want to keep it together, no matter what.
Absolutely.
My allegiance is to our team now, as opposed to the Queen.
Aw. Chibi, do you need a hug too?
I think I do.
As you guys are hugging from around the corner, Kevin leans his face around and says,
I heard what you said.
I'm kidding. He doesn't do that.
You've been sitting there the whole time, Kevin. You were part of this.
Oh, either way, Kevin, I had no idea you were inclined towards swords.
It has an allure to it.
That it does.
Cannot explain. Though I feel
that sword is thick.
Excuse me?
Oh, what?
Well, it is quite ancient. Are you ancient, Kevin?
I am old, but not as old as it is. Though I feel that I could exert my will upon it.
Perhaps you are connected from another time.
Potentially, though highly unlikely.
Well, that's probably good.
Well, maybe we should find Caden and see if he has any ideas about what to do with this.
I think that's a grand idea.
You want to come, Kevin?
Yes. Indeed. I will follow.
And so Pax and Chivi run off to find Caden. While that's happening, yep, they're skipping happily through the atrium, arm in arm.
Do you want to braid hair later?
Oh my. What is Garrett doing with his time? Let's check in with Garrett.
By the way, I love the summary of Dark Pax's time is she was everyone's favorite friend, except she was torturing Reg.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of a complex. You're so great as Dark Pax.
Wait, you were different? Yeah? I was dead. So, Garrett, what's Garrett doing?
Out of character, would Lord Steve be afraid of a talking head.
For
He's afraid of
reference,
everything.
Lord Steve has befriended a dragon that turns into birds.
I mean, that's true.
He
I was just making
has
sure.
dealt with vampires. He has
Billy
dealt
Chew.
with his entire organization burning down around him. He was there when Lucian was there, and on top of all of that, he just had a bizarre conversation with Rog, so I don't think he'd be surprised.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, he goes up to Lord Steve and he's like, "Hey, you want to check out Frank?"
I don't know what that means.
Garrett just whips out Frank.
For those of you who do not know what Frank is,
In your window.
Frank
Oh my.
is a severed statue head that can speak, that is tied around Garrett's waist via chain.
that thing on the table.
So Garrett presents Frank on the table.
Yoo-hoo, how are you? What is this?
That's Frank.
Yeah, but
He's
I
my
mean-
best buddy.
how long have you guys known each other?
From the poopery here. Aww.
I met him at just like, how many hours has it been since we've been to the lab?
Like maybe 48? Like, not long.
I met him like a day ago.
I was once a statue. Now I am just a statue's head.
And a friend.
Yes. Cool, Garrett. That's pretty neat, buddy.
Garrett just walks off with Frank looking for a Reg. Like, without saying a word. That was it. That's all he did. That's all he did. He's waiting for a sword. Like, he's very excited for his improved sword from Rog. Like, he's been waiting for a forge since he joined the Tuesday Knights.
So Tofu just said that explanation should have come after Garrett's. Frank goes, yoo-hoo, here I am. Oh my. So you guys storm off, and Steve is just like, all right, see you at the meeting tonight, I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
Frank, did you have fun meeting people? I want you to meet as many people as possible.
Yes, please take me to all of your friends. I would like to say yoo-hoo to all of them.
Perfect. Garrett goes towards where Reg is. And is Reg still in the bathroom?
Let's find out what Reg is doing. What is Reg doing?
Oh, we finally ready.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just saying, I was gonna meet you if you're still in the bathroom. I was gonna play this out a little bit more of what I was doing.
Yeah, so he's gonna be explain everything that's happened to Reg up until Garrett comes and finds you, Reg.
Reg has been having a Taco Bell episode in the
Too much
bathroom.
information.
I love that everyone knows what that means without
Oh yeah,
to say.
it's happened. It's better to have a Jack in the Box episode though. It's worse.
I really hope nobody can hear what's been going on in here. This is kind of embarrassing.
Garrett's talking really loudly through the hallway with Frank about just trivial stuff, you know. And there was this one time where I cut off this guy's head. It was really cool. It was almost like your head.
Wow, we would have been head brothers.
Well, that one was dead. You're alive. Well, kinda.
Okay, I gotta get this mess cleaned up.
Do you hear that?
Garrett... Ooh, that smells like Dargoth. Reg, what did you eat, brother?
A lot of spiders. You remember when they was climbing all over us?
You ate spiders?
I mean, not on purpose. They just sort of climbed in there with all the screaming and whatnot. It's kind of hard to get maneuvered in here for cleanup, so you might need to give me just a second to get everything in order.
Do you need Frank's assistance?
I can provide other forms of angles to look at.
I don't think we're ready for that step in our friendship.
Okay.
So Reg finishes getting cleaned up.
Dying, dude. I can provide different angles, Jesus.
What is the medieval equivalent of a flushing sound?
The sound of the door shutting as you leave the restroom.
Okay. Maybe I should lock this behind me. It's not ready for a while.
I got some tinder and flint. We should burn this place down. This is bad.
Okay, listen, they're called the guiding flame or whatever, but that doesn't mean they like fire.
I mean,
Oh, that reminds me, I gotta talk to Steve.
no, he got really weirded out with Frank, but I think he likes him.
We're best friends now, Steve Z and me.
Steve Z. He named him Steve Z. That's a good sign.
I mean, what's wrong with Frank? I don't know why anyone wouldn't like you, buddy.
Oh, if only you knew my true name.
Wait, what?
Oh, nothing.
Okay.
A little weird. All right.
I'm just gonna go this way.
Let's go hang out with Steve, I guess. I was just seeing if you're okay. I'm glad you're not dying in the bathroom anymore.
Anymore is the operative word. Steve, I need to talk to you. Where is Steve?
Reg, you have been talking to me for some time.
Hey, Steve, we found Reg. You may want to destroy that bathroom completely.
Pax, he did not clean up after himself. Not at all.
I would say yes. First item of business is if there's a quarantine situation. Others should not inhabit that area.
I'll go get our restoration specialists on it.
No. We can talk real quick, right, old buddy.
Sure. What do you want to talk about, Reg?
I mean, first of all, we didn't get a chance to talk that much before we left, but like everything that's happened with Mr. Derek and all of us fleeing for our lives, and you being here and you being the boss now. I mean, how is you doing with all that?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. It's been weird, but you know, I don't feel as anxious as I used to feel. You know, under the scrutiny of the Queen, now I just want to make sure no one dies.
I feel the same way, buddy. It's gonna be okay. We's gonna do our best, and if we die, I mean, it's not our fault, right?
Do you think we're gonna die?
No, I mean, just like if you's looking at worst case scenarios and stuff. That's all.
Carrot, you took Frank out, slapped him on my table, looked me square in the eye, and said, "This is Frank." You didn't say we were gonna die. Is Edda's Cath even real?
Oh no, are you talking about the angry ghost dragon? Yeah, no, that totally happened.
Yeah, that's real right there.
Oh, okay. I feel a little bit better about that now.
I just wanted you to meet Frank. That was it. I mean, Frank's a really nice statuette. I mean friend.
Listen, Steve. You know I don't lie about ghosts. So if I say we met a ghost dragon, you know we met a ghost dragon.
Okay.
Also, we killed a dragon, like a real one, after everything that went down in Nivra. It was kind of cool.
Cool. Do you have any proof of that?
I've got one of her babies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got a dragon egg. Apparently they're very delicious, but we're hoping maybe we can, I don't know, if it just hangs out in my bag and stays warm and safe, that it'll maybe become a new dragon like Kevin.
Can you show me it?
I mean, I could show you a little peek, but we don't want to disturb it.
Yeah, I mean, that would honestly probably help boost morale.
Okay, here's just a teeny peek, and Mr. Tibbles is kind of sleeping in there too, so don't wake him.
Okay. So as Reg pulls open the First National Bank of Reg, he peruses through the many heavy objects in his pack. And he can't find it. And he keeps perusing and gets down towards the bottom of the pack, at which point he finds a still somewhat moist but clearly used to be an egg area. Through the adventures you guys have had, the egg that Reg stowed in his backpack has been crushed and destroyed by the things placed in Reg's backpack.
That's just Dave saying, I don't want to do a baby dragon.
False. I wrote that in after the first time Reg got damaged after he picked up the egg. I have literally had that as a note on my sheets for like months.
Okay,
I'm
fine.
assuming it's when the spider took a giant bite out of Reg.
It was in Portright chess.
Yeah, that's when Reg got bit.
Yeah, so
He was almost bitten in half. It was bad.
Steve looks at it and goes, Reg, that's not good. That's not gonna help anybody.
Okay, so accidents may have happened. Don't tell Kevin. Okay, I had only 2 other questions for you, and they're kind of the same question. Since you is boss and you know everything that's going on and stuff around here, right?
Yeah.
So you remember Mr. Everstart, right? The bad guy we killed. We brought him back and then killed him.
Mm-hmm.
I found some of his notes. It's his research he was doing on something called Chaos Ball and incenses something, or I don't know. It's magic-y talk, and I was wondering if you had a magic-y person that could maybe help me make some sense of it.
Oh, absolutely. He's practicing a levitate spell right now in the other room.
Okay, cool. And then the other question is kind of the same lines. Do you know if you guys have any really cool weapons lying around? You know how I'm a big fan of really cool weapons that I can use to save me friends.
Oh, no, most of our stuff is standard issue. But Rog was at the forge. Maybe you should see what he's doing?
Maybe. I don't know if I have anything cool for him to make. Unless he's making new stuff, but I don't know. I'll go. Which way did the magic man go?
He is in one of the rooms we've prepared for you guys to the south.
Reg just heads off. Magic man!
Okay.
Who's trying to float?
Alright, so while all that's happening, Pax and Chivi open the door and come into the room Caden is currently in, practicing his permanent levitation spell. So, Reg, we're gonna deal with them first, and then I'll let you know when you get there. Yeah, I moved you back.
You got teleported back.
Rubber band.
So, Caden, Pax, and Chivi. Pax and Chivi walk in. Caden, you are not super annoyed, but startled a little bit. You didn't expect anybody to kind of barge in on you while you're trying to levitate. What do you guys say and do?
Is everything okay?
Well, we've come to seek your advice.
Okay.
So Pax has the old Dark Pack sword completely wrapped up and secured, but there was an issue with Kevin earlier and him trying to take it.
Ooh.
It completely freaked Pax out, and I don't even think she can speak right now. She's still a little freaked out. But we were wondering...
I can't imagine what would happen if Kevin touched that sword, but nothing good would come of it.
Indeed.
So we need to secure the sword.
Secure or destroy?
Kevin can't get access to.
Or the queen. I'm a little bit worried that she would want to just put it away and, as one of her artifacts or something along those lines. Which who knows if she wouldn't actually use it or not.
The thing is, something this old is still in existence because it's not that easy to destroy to begin with. It's going to take a lot of time and research. I think the best thing we can do is try to find a way that we can secure it so that nobody can have access to it.
I like that idea. Or perhaps
until we can come up with a means to destroy it.
Yes.
Because Rog has also sort of...
Has Rog been making eyes at it?
He expressed interest in it once, at least. Caden, do you think we could hide it? Can you cast a spell on it to where people can't find it, or what are your thoughts?
Let's see here. So, if I was to change it into something else, I don't think I can because I might have to touch it. Let me check my notes here if I have to.
Yeah.
If I have to touch it in order to change its shape. If I do, that's going to be out of the question.
Kevin even just spit on it.
What's that?
Kevin even just spit on it with some of his nice acid spitfire.
Oh, and what happened when he spat on it with the acid?
His eyes went black.
It called out to me.
Yeah. It's almost like it gets in your head, I think. Like, it didn't possess him because he was spitting on it, but it was out, and it was definitely...
Well, it's very powerful. It's an extremely potent sword. It's ancient. We don't know anybody that's been around since its creation, as far as I know. I can't change it into another object. We're gonna have to come up with a plan or a way to lock this thing away. I can't change its form without touching it, and we know what happens when you touch it. So that's out of the question.
Okay.
The thing is, we're traveling, so maybe I can change the cloth that's binding it into something else. Maybe I could change it into a metal that surrounds and encases the entire sword as is. Okay. And then there's no way to get to it without having to smash it out of this metal somehow. And as you know, metal can be very difficult to remove or break, and then no one will have access to it. And then I would have to make that change to this cloth permanent. So it'll be sealed away. People can touch this thing all they want, but it's inside of a casing that, someone would have to come up with a means to remove that particular type of ore.
Yeah, okay.
It's a good idea.
It's a good plan.
Do you guys spend the time to do that?
Yeah, I think we're going to need to at this point if Kevin's out for it. And yeah, I mean, the longer we delay on this plan, the more likely some strange force, not mentioning any names, chat, might actually cause Kevin to actually attract Kevin to touching this thing. We just can't have that risk.
Okay.
Would Reg have walked up by now?
Yeah, he's walking down the hallway now.
Magic Man, hello.
Real quick though, before we do this, I just want to say that is a brilliant plan. You guys deserve all the experience points for that.
Or Caden does.
Caden, yeah.
We just knew to go to him.
You guys have officially rendered that sword useless, so congrats.
Hooray!
Woo woo.
All right, so Reg is yelling
Mr.
Magic Man
Tibbles
down the
would have
hall.
been next. Mr. Tibbles knows not to trust that sword. Although what is it? The Great Mouseketeer, Mr. Tibbles would be amazing.
So Reg is looking for Caden?
Hey everyone. I was told, Steve told me that there was a magic man practicing floating that could help me with some stuff I found.
That would be me, I guess. What stuff did you find?
Wait, Steve doesn't know your name? Reg yells down the hallway. Not a good friend move, Steve. Anyway, I found some stuff when we was looking through Mr. Everstart's things. Magic-y stuff.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's important or something we can use coming up, but I thought I'd talk to a magic person, and apparently you is as magic as they come. I was gonna reach out to someone a little later, but if you can't help, maybe he can. And wait, why is this sword out?
We're going to render it
It's okay.
fairly safe to handle. Don't worry about it. We'll be able to encase this thing and make it so that no one can actually get through it without an immense amount of effort.
Are you sure?
Hey, I'm not sure of all the powers this thing has, but the most dangerous one requires touch, and if you can't touch it, that's a huge amount of protection.
Okay, but I could also maybe get some advice. I was gonna ask Master Black Flame. I'm gonna talk to him later about everything that's going on, and he's no offense, best buddy, he is the smartest magic-y person I know.
Yeah, I think that's great.
He's been doing stuff since before we was born.
Excellent. I think we should probably talk to him. So what is it that you had? Your other question? That's where you're going to take your stuff, is to Black Flame?
Yeah, he gave me this ring so I can just use it to talk to him, so it's not like I gotta leave or nothing.
Okay.
Anyways, by the way, I wrote that ring down as phone ring.
As what?
as much as David has said, Reg doesn't have a cell phone. It is written in my inventory as cell phone ring.
Good.
Okay, so I got these papers, and they was talking. It was Mr. Everstart's research, and there was two things that popped out. One of them was called chaos, and the other one was something called, I think it was essence's absorption.
Chaos ball and essence absorption.
All right, repeat that again.
They're called
chaos.
Go ahead.
Chaos ball and essence absorption. I mean, I also found some of his clothes, but you know.
I'm going to have to read through that. I'm not directly familiar with Chaos Ball or Essence Absorption. Let me take a look at those.
Yeah, go right ahead. I just thought maybe it could help with what's coming up.
So you need a potency roll from me, David? In order to try to decipher or understand some of this stuff?
So you can definitely understand all of it. It's basically Chaos Balls specifically is going to be kind of a lot of the groundwork for the spell Chaos Ball. It's a unique spell Evikarth developed. You can basically what that research will do is if you want to try and develop that spell on your own, it would reduce the cost to do so. Essence Absorption is basically all of his research notes that he did on creating the Lion's Head Soul Siphon. And so that is basically the base information used to create that object.
Okay, so the essence of absorption is very dangerous. Remember that lion's head thing we started off with Mr. Business, and we were running around and doing a bunch of crazy stuff and talking to ghosts?
The spooky nightlight, got it.
Yeah. This is directly related to that trash. You may want to burn it. I don't know.
Was this the owner's manual? Could this have helped us before?
Yes, it would have helped us a lot before, but now that whole thing's done with, I don't really see a use for this. I suppose if somebody wants to start creating more of those type of totems, they can use this, but I would recommend that you don't. You know, I mean, I'm not one for destroying knowledge all the time, but you know, we went through that and it wasn't fun.
You know who would probably really like this, and it might be helpful to us? That Mr. Justin fella that Mr. Lucy was friends with. Because he made us give him the siphon thingy. Even though it was broken, he really wanted it and was like super like, oh, I gotta figure this out.
Yeah, but I was only okay with him having it because it was broken.
I mean, that's a fair point.
I mean, we don't want to fix it and have it.
I mean, it might be a bargaining chip, though, right?
Everything's a bargaining chip. It's whether or not you want this knowledge to fall into the wrong hands, Reg. But I'll leave that to you.
Ah, crud.
We're all gonna die. No. So, the time has neared. Hours have passed. And the time to meet has arrived. So everyone go ahead and move your tokens back to the main circular round table.
Garrett was already here.
Garrett and Rog were just waiting, lying in wait. You each gather around the large meeting table, which has been
Frank
prepared. What?
Is Frank in the middle on a lazy Susan?
Yes.
No, he is not, and it is important why he is not. The large meeting table, which has been prepared with quite the feast, you guys take a seat. Drinks are brought, and after a moment, Steve stands up to greet the assembly. In this dark time, we stand opposed to the very governance that has allowed us each to operate and grow into organizations meant to thwart the evils that are currently plaguing Dalnane. This conclave is meant to decide the course of action that must be taken to save our beloved Dalnane and put an end to the likes of head researcher Vond and Queen Visarnak, who clench their fists around the people they have sworn to protect. We must seek aid from any who would offer such help in this endeavor. The Toosdae Knights have returned, now seated with us from Evikarth's secret laboratory. Though they do not return with the warding gem, they do return with an ally in that of Ediskath, a powerful dragon spirit who shall aid us when summoned. Of whom else shall we also seek an alliance with? What say you? What say each of you?
Reg leans over to Caden. What?
What is Reg saying to Caden? Are you speechless?
I'm sorry, did I cut off?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. You said I leaned over to Caden and then that was it.
What was all that, best buddy?
He was just explaining what we have previously discussed before we came here. Remember, we freed the dragon. It's going to help us defeat the people that have an issue here with Steve. Remember, they were going to kill Steve.
Yeah, I remember.
So, Lord Steve, are you sure that the Queen is against us?
She is in league with head researcher Vond. She has sent personal royal guardsmen to try and destroy us here in our castle. She will pay just like head researcher Vaughn.
So, hey, funny story. We might have had a trippy magical vision dream quest thing where it might be that she's under control of Mr. Vaughn.
It might be.
Well, if that's the case, then obviously that changes our plan somewhat. Though, she should have seen the threat that Vaughn is and been able, with her vast amount of staff, to see through his ruse. Albeit he is a fairly powerful spellcaster.
Yeah, he kind of got the fast one on us, so I don't really blame her for falling for it either.
Well,
That's
I do
fair.
somewhat blame her, but perhaps not completely.
Indeed. So, of who else shall we seek aid?
I've got an old friend. I don't know if the name rings familiar to anyone, but Master Black Flame is about the smartest magic man I know. And he gave me something so I can talk to him, so we could at least ask him if maybe he knows people or ways to help.
Excellent idea, Reg. Why don't you go ahead and contact him?
Like right here in front of you all, or like walk out. I don't know what we're planning to. Is it weird? Is it rude to talk on the phone in front of everyone?
Excuse me? Do you have a means of talking to him right now?
Yeah, he gave me this magic ring and he said I can use it to just talk to him like we're talking right now.
When
so
you
like
pull,
you could
when
ring
you
him up.
the ring on your hand, in my mind, by the way, is like one of those like cereal box decoder rings.
Yes.
I guess. Yeah, if you can call him right now or contact him, please do so. Why not discuss this with him as a group?
Okay, he did not tell me how to use it. Give me a second. Reg is just looking over like a small child in wonder before knocking on it like a door. Knock, knock. It's Reg. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Reg, you might try just focusing your thoughts on the ring and what you want to say.
Oh God, how do I do that? Hello.
Well, hello there, Reg. It's a pleasure to finally hear from you. What do you need from me, old friend?
Okay. First of all, it's really good to hear your voice and stuff. Hold on. Can everyone hear him, or do I sound like a crazy person to you all?
What do you mean, everybody, Reg?
We got a table of people here as we prepare to not die.
Are you in such a predicament that you are able to thwart your death from a meal table?
Hopefully.
Well, good then. I would say maybe it might be more worthwhile to protect yourselves, but if you're safe, then all is well.
Oh, shucks, thank you. How is you doing? How's your daughter?
She's well. She has slain many people for me. I have quite the, specimen count now.
Oh, cool. I mean, it's always good to have your hobbies.
Indeed.
So out of character, when I was asking if everyone could hear, I'm literally wondering if all of us here can hear him, or is it just Reg?
Everyone can hear him.
Oh, cool. So, do you remember us telling you when we ran into you and told you about how that in Mivra that bookworm guy tried to kill us, and then the queen is trying to kill us, all that stuff?
What now? I'm, a little distracted, Reg, but I seem to recall something of a political situation.
Yeah. So before, we just thought they was gonna try and kill just us, you know? But it turns out this Vaughn guy, he's apparently planning with guys, what was spooky otherworld man's name?
You mean Arcanus Tolden?
Yeah, that guy. The guy from the Azure place. Anyways, they're working together and are going to try and take over the whole country. They're planning an invasion and stuff. Apparently the queen might be a puppet right now.
Well, this does sound interesting.
I've got to tell you about a spooky ghost sword when everyone else is gone, okay?
What? Ghost sword?
Yeah, I think you'll be really interested to hear about it. We need your advice on it, but, need to know basis if you catch me drift.
Understood. Sorry, well, maybe we should speak in person then. I tell you what.
Wait,
this
what?
sounds like an interesting proposal. Now, I'm willing to offer my vast resources and assistance. I only have one stipulation.
Is it a hug? Because I'll totally give you one.
I would gladly accept a hug on top of this condition. You see, I am interested in forming a base of operations in Dalnane. So if you are able to procure me the leeway to do whatever I wish within the confines of Dalnane, I will gladly help. I will make my own lair and my own place. No need for, interference or anything like that. But I do require that I be able to do what I wish.
Reg looks right at the table. He does love his lairs. He's very particular about them.
I have questions.
How did you meet Master Black Flame, Reg?
Well,
he was a pupil of mine, and I taught him well, and then we got lost in a battle. We were trying to save the innocent, weren't we, Reg?
That's what you told me.
Oh, okay, that sounds cool. Yeah, awesome. We're near Barsuli in Dalnane. Just, we'll have an envoy ready for you in the next... How long will it take you to get here, Master Blackflame?
Oh, I'll be there quicker than you would think. Reg, do you have the ring on you?
Yep, holding it out for everyone. I don't know how it works, so I'm just sort of waving it around,
Just keep it on you and I will find you in the next couple of days.
Cool.
Good. All right, well, I'll see you shortly then. It's been a pleasure talking to all of you folk. Farewell.
It occurs to me that nobody actually agreed to his terms, but we'll deal with that in a little bit.
Reg, are you sure you can trust him? He sounded like he's up
mad.
to something.
Shady.
Oh, he's a bit quirky, sure, but he took me in after everything that happened back home, and
I mean, a murderer took me in, but I killed him.
So who else? Who else shall we seek aid from? Well, don't everyone chime in at once.
I mean, Reg has one more idea, but I would like to give everyone else a chance.
Caden, were you going to call your friends?
I could, but I don't like bothering them, to be honest with you. I don't think I've done enough for them to request their assistance. I mean, it's been a pretty one-sided relationship, And,
I mean, whoever your friends might be, though, if they know that the whole country's going to get taken over, it might be, I don't know, it might be a mutual thing, at least.
It might benefit them to not have this coup take
I mean,
place.
if they live here, they might not want to die.
Chibi is racking her brain because she doesn't really trust any of her old operatives that she's worked with in the past. She still questions the queen.
Rog, how do you feel about that statement?
Well, Rog, I was going to say Rog's the only one that I would rely on.
That's terribly sweet.
Oh.
But we are no longer operatives.
Right.
So, is there anyone else that you guys can... Sorry. Is there anyone else that you guys can think of to contact? Surely, in your adventures, you've met more than just Master Blackflame and myself.
What about that mad mad guy that I hung out with during my escape? What was his name? It was he had those vials on him. Like,
Wait, Garrett, please, no. Please, do not tell me you're thinking about Ashburn.
Ashburn, that's it. Yes.
In the back of your minds, you just hear.
Ashburn,
Ashburn,
else that we
Garrett?
left with.
No, but
no, Ashburn. I seem to remember him being a bad guy at this point. Something told me he was a bad guy.
We're all
I went away.
bad
Oh,
here.
you guys went when you guys killed Pax. While you guys were killing Pax, I was talking to my family, and they mentioned something about Ashburn. Ashburn's the guy from the Azure, right?
No.
No, that's
okay, then maybe
Arcanus
not.
Tolden.
Out of character
Arcanus
is
Tolden,
is the character that we played in the B team one shot.
Yeah, when I was first introduced.
Oh, okay. I'm just confusing.
It's Jordan's character.
It's our crew back in Coldier.
But yeah, there is a crew back in Coldier, and that's kind of what I was hinting on calling back forth. But I don't know if that'd be, I don't know, like out of character. I don't know if that would be a good thing if you're having to roleplay multiple characters.
Well, that's
being turned into bacon, and people are going to be eating him.
Well, that's good to know, though, that we have people in Coldier that we can call on. I'm assuming they're rebuilding Coldier then.
I think it's pretty good now.
I've heard they've got a terrific pie shop.
In a great orphanage.
Coldier's a wacky place.
A great pie shop in a terrific orphanage. Oh, that's great. Somewhere in your hearts you hear
overflow from one to the other, but they weren't clear about which direction.
somewhere in your hearts you hear a voice, and it says, "The Pax House of Deformed Children."
Maybe we could recruit some orphans.
We're gonna train these orphans.
Are they mutants?
Why not?
Their name Professor X?
Yeah.
yes.
If they're not mutants, give them time.
We'll be exposed to some radioactive stuff.
Where's our X-Men one shot now?
Oh yeah, for real.
What about the people in that surfing town where we all learned how to
Oh yeah.
surf? Our bro back there.
The master.
Yeah.
You do realize his specialty was simply putting together competitions, right?
I mean, it's manpower, I guess.
His only skill, and I'm being very generous when I say this, was to simply stand on a piece of wood in the water.
Now listen, Kevin. It's harder than it looks.
Well, there was the old man that was having a bit of a memory problem, and can't remember if it was his niece or his daughter.
That was Master Blackflame.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the guy who couldn't remember stuff, he kept forgetting that Master Black Flame had paid for his goods and then kept sending people to kill him.
Yes, that's that guy.
I would not trust that man.
Okay, that's.
But his daughter, Black Flame's daughter's lovely, you know. Hopefully we'll meet her again.
I have something of a reputation with the circus people, so I don't think any of them are going to help.
Indeed. Rogue, what of your affiliations? Surely you hadn't been at the intelligence operative for your entire life.
Well, I mean, I can contact them, but is that a route we're willing to take?
At this point, any help is assistance, or welcome, not assistance. We need assistance. We don't have enough right now.
Okay.
Reg gets up and walks over to Steve and just starts patting his back.
I'll reach out to my family.
Do you also have a magnificent decoder ring like Reg?
Mine was a statue that I turned into a magnificent decoder ring, but it's a little bit more stylish than whatever it is Reg has up on his finger.
Reg's ring is basically like an octagon, and Caden's ring is like sleek and smooth and awesome looking. So, do you want to contact them with all of us here, or no one at all here? What would your preference be?
I'll reach out to them in private. And ask if they wouldn't mind having an audience with you guys. At that point, I don't want to just, hey, there's a bunch of people here. You haven't heard from me in a while.
Speakerphone.
I just need more stuff from you, as always.
I get it. Okay. Well, anyone else then? Any other people to reach out to? Associates?
I've got a few ideas, but I'll wait.
Yeah, I reached out to him before in front of everybody, so I guess I'll do it again and see what happens, as long as you all are okay with winning at all costs.
Wait, what?
This is something we need, Rog. We need to win, or else we will die.
Okay, it's probably just a formality anyway, and I'll use my crudely carved bone ring to call out to the Eternal Shadow.
Does everyone have a ring?
I told you the other week that we're going to be the Captain Planet team.
Yeah.
Everyone has a ring.
I only have a ring of health.
As Rog focuses on his ring, a very familiar spectral-looking apparition forms atop the table, and it's hunched over and clad in robes, and it has a dark sense about it. It looks Rog as squarely in the face as it can. Rog, you bow in response, taking a knee, as is custom.
Rog, again, you reach out. What is it you need this time?
My lord, I'm terribly sorry for disturbing you.
As you
Surely
should
you
be.
are. Surely you are already appraised of the situation, but the Queen appears to be being manipulated, and evil lurks on the horizon of the country. I require the assistance.
Does.
Of course. It doesn't know how to face its foes face to face. I require the assistance of the... how was that pronounced?
Halamar.
This is not a task you ask lightly, then, for you know what the cost is.
Indeed, sir, indeed. but I am assured that we are to win at all costs.
Can I ask a question? Pax kind of raised their hand a little bit.
You there. You may speak.
Thank you. Rog obviously knows the cost. Would you mind filling the rest of us in?
No.
Okay.
Is it money or like a lot of money?
If
Or
Rogue has
blood.
not communicated the cost, then he will when the time is right.
He's just gonna, I know it, we're gonna be eating, I'm gonna have my favorite meal, and he's gonna come over and be like, hey Reg, guess what? That's your cost, and then I'll have nothing to eat. Just know it.
Rogue,
I
you
worry it would
surround
be something
yourself
worse.
with less intelligent folk than you normally have.
Hey, don't talk about Caden like that.
They have proved extremely invaluable.
I will send one operative that will act with the full power of the Halamar. Your old mentor, Operative Jorhas.
Thank you, my liege. I appreciate everything that you have done, and I will serve you honorably when the time comes.
As you have been trained, look for Jorhas in the next couple of days. He travels quickly and effectively.
This is the way.
Good luck in your endeavors, Rog. I look forward to the upheaval in Dalnane.
I offer a deep bow as the communique is ended.
Reg leans over to
What
Garrett.
was that?
What's a Malomar?
Rog, could you share the cost of?
It sounds like a yummy dessert.
I do like dessert.
Marshmallowy.
Alright, so who else can we call? Who else got the ring? That's cool, right?
I guess I'll go ahead and do it here. Everybody else is taking the time to do so.
Hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
He's got
You're literally doing that so that
battle
you
syndrome.
don't know that Caden is a vampire right now.
Oh, he's. I think it's time for Reg to find out.
Nope, Reg is going poop.
What has that guy
Because
eaten?
he's avoiding the situation.
I do want to comment. Is Rog a Mandalorian?
Yes. Where's Baby Yoda?
Maybe not. Frank is Baby Yoda.
Oh, perfect.
But
So-
not nearly as precious.
Caden with
so
a
Garrett's that
very
robot?
Caden with a very solemn look and kind of rolling his eyes indicates he's going to contact his contact. Caden, what do you do?
I focus my thoughts and I reach out to request an audience. And I communicate that there are others that will like to partake in this conversation.
Okie doke. As he channels his potency into the ring, it suddenly darkens in the room significantly, almost as though the darkness is coming directly from Caden himself. A voice can be heard by all of you. Caden, what is this in regards to?
I just need to make you aware of a situation that is going to take place here.
Do you mean the battle for Mivra?
That is exactly what I mean.
I've heard the musings. Rumor has it that Vaughn has manipulated Queen Visarnak, and that he wishes to take control of Dalnane single-handedly. This cannot be made to happen. So you wish our assistance, is that true?
That is true.
Many times have I come to your aid. You are one of our family members. I freely offer my assistance to any of my blood. This, however, is slightly different. This will have a cost. Are you prepared to hear it?
I am prepared to give it. I don't know what it is, but we could discuss that in private.
We need not. It may be helpful for others to be aware of our arrangement.
Okay.
When you defeat Vond, when we sack Mivra with our mighty forces, there will be a void that will be left. I suspect Queen Visarnak will eventually be spared, as you all seem to err on the side of peace and justice. That, however, is not what I am concerned with. The thing I am concerned with is the fact that the Vasilisian legacy will be leaderless. That is a powerful position, one I feel you have the right to take. By you taking that position, you will maneuver our family to have better sights across Dalnane. Now, let me be very clear. I will not back down on this, even if you do not want it. If you want our assistance in this matter, you will be head researcher of the Vasilisian legacy when all is said and done.
I will not shy away from this. I owe you this and much more. So if you provide your assistance with this, I will gladly do this for the family.
Then our arrangement is struck. I will be there in a day or two.
Thank you.
Do not fail us, Caden Atlas. The darkness subsides, and everyone stares in astonishment at Caden. Specifically, the Lords of the Guiding Fire, who did not know you were a vampire. They stand up, and Steve just kind of waves his arm. We've done this before. We've worked with him. That's how we stopped Avakarth. Now you make us opposition against that? No. As acting Lord, Knight Steward of this organization, we are doing this. They sit back down and kind of cross their arms in defiance. All right. Is there anyone else we can think of, guys?
Reg comes slowly trotting back into the room. I'm so sorry about that. That is embarrassing.
Reg, please tell me you used a different bathroom.
I mean, no, because what am I gonna do? Destroy another bathroom?
Yes.
Oh, come on, that's not very polite.
We have a finite supply of those.
That way we can have 2 Dargoth bathrooms.
He's in his?
Yes.
We have some powerful allies as it stands right now. This meeting must conclude. Is there any others you can think of?
I do have a few ideas, if no one else does. I don't know how successful. Oh, yes. Sorry.
What about the travelers that we passed on the way here? The group that looked like us. I don't know how we would get in contact with them, though.
You mean the ones that Dark Pax tried to have us kill?
Yeah, I was in favor of it too, but we didn't kill them. They're off exploring and adventuring.
We almost killed them.
They didn't know.
A handful of adventurers, while helpful in the right scenario, won't help us take Mivra, just from the sheer amount of numbers that we have to deal with. Between ourselves, the vampires, whatever Master Black Flame's forces consist of, and whatever the heck the Halimar are gonna do, I still feel we don't have enough.
Okay, so
Lay it on us, Reg.
I've got a few ideas. I don't know how good they be. We know Miss Sin is alive and went back to her folk. Is they folk that can help? Because she said something about her family being like royalty or something.
Masena's family is a part of the governing body of an island called Grail.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know.
Their main population is just a single port town.
How much are they like Masena?
From what I understand, very kindred.
Okay, never mind on that plan then. I get what you're saying, Caden. Anywho, I'm gonna save this my second idea for last because I really don't enjoy the plan. Okay, do you remember we teamed up with them silver folk and the green folk to beat Everkarth?
Yeah.
The Emerald.
Sorry.
What are they called? The Emerald Guard or something?
Silver Shadow and the Emerald Guard, yeah.
Did they all die? I can't remember. I feel like we promised their organization freedom, but I can't remember if any of them survived.
We watched all of the Silver Shadow die. Terrible deaths.
Yeah.
The other ones.
The Emerald Guardsmen are basically just mercenaries.
Yeah, but there's a lot of them.
We can reach out to them for sure, but I don't have funds to spend on mercenaries. I'd much rather offer a deal of some kind.
Well, yeah, you just be like, hey, we're gonna need a police force or something when things go down. How would you like a job?
A job means that they would get paid, Reg, which he said he doesn't want to do.
They get paid if they win, is what I'm saying.
You want to put them on the front line so as few of them can survive as possible?
No, I'm just saying you like.
That's
hey,
a really good idea.
We don't have money up front, but if you win, we promise you employment for money. Just, do you want to? Okay. Once again, like we talked about with the others, death is coming. Do you want to help us or no?
Well, that might persuade them, I suppose. But I have no idea how to get in contact with them from here.
Neither do I, honestly.
I'll send a squire out. Lord Chisoth, contact the Emerald Guardsmen in Vioka. Offer them payment after the fact. Maybe we can take it from the coffers of Mivra.
Yeah, those people have lost a cold. They just throw it in the streets every now and then. It's pretty cool if you've seen it.
I know of what you speak, but that's once a year, I believe.
Oh, then it was the best once a year of my life. Anywho, oh, I don't want to say this, but I don't want to die.
Let him out,
Okay. You guys remember Mr. Lucy?
Yeah.
No, I do not.
Oh, there was this
before
guy
your time, yeah.
before you and Miss Chevy joined us. He was on. He adventured with us for a little bit, and then he became buddies with what's his name, Mr. Justin of the Magic-y teaching people. Folk.
Are you talking about Archmage Justinian V. Everleen?
That sounds kind of close. Maybe it's the same person.
The single most powerful sorcerer in all of Erethe?
Oh, cool. So you know him.
He's friends with him?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say
he's also
friends, but
the downside.
yeah,
I mean, we saved his life, right?
it's true. He does owe
You're
us.
telling me We have been talking for this for 30 minutes, and you're just now saying that the most powerful man in Erethe owes you a favor?
Well, I mean, Mr. Lucy is very mean.
He's very sassy.
Lucian aside, Justinian owes you the favor if you saved his life, not Lucian.
Yeah, but we'd probably have to talk to him, and I just didn't really want to suggest it unless we had a better idea.
Who is going to talk to Lucian?
Oh god, you're gonna make me do it, aren't you?
This is a non-negotiable. We need his help. We need to call in this favor.
Ah, crap.
If you'd rather not, I can.
Frank, do you have any summoning abilities to contact anybody?
I honestly do not know. Let me try. Yoo-hoo.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
No, it appears I don't do anything special but talk. I can encourage, though. I'm very good at that.
Perfect.
I mean, honestly, what you're doing now is very good and very special too, so don't count yourself out.
Rage, I think we're gonna have to go with your plan.
Okay.
What about the patriarchy?
Isn't that the same people?
No, the college is under them, yeah, but the patriarch is somebody different.
If you say so.
Are you saying that we should send somebody to Patriarch Falardir and try and convince him to help us?
That is correct.
He doesn't care. He wants political turmoil. That's how he keeps tabs on the world.
Exactly. We use that to our advantage. I mean, Mivra's in a very delicate balance right now. It's this position where he could take over.
You're telling me that you want the guy who literally runs the world to take the throne of something he already controls?
Well, if he's already the boss, can't he just say, hey, cut it out?
Exactly. See? Now you're getting it.
I'm on board.
Well, truth be told, the best course of action to try and get that to happen is probably talking to Justinian.
Ah, crap.
That's fair.
I think we should talk to Justinian.
So be it.
And Lucy.
Who is going?
I don't want to go, but I feel like...
What was
if
that?
anything, I don't really want to go, but I feel like if I go, he'll be excited to be mean to me, and that'll probably be helpful.
Well, I'll go with you, Reg.
Oh yeah, I don't want to go alone. Jeez.
I think definitely as many of us as he would remember should go.
You need someone good at talking, and that is not me. I've just been told it's
Frank's pretty good at talking.
I have been told.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, Ron, do you have my sword? Did you finish it?
You did, Rob.
Disembodied voice? Did I? Oh, yes, I did. Here it is.
Garrett just picks up the sword. He's like, ooh.
So.
Oh, and here's your helmet. Plop.
Wait, you actually made a helmet?
I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, he had plenty of stuff to work with.
Okay.
Did you make me anything cool?
We'll sort that out later. I made a whole bunch of stuff.
Neat.
With the last statement of this meeting, there's one more piece of information I have. There's been a rumor that a tribe of barbarians, has formed in the Weirdwood Forest in Dermahad. It's several days' journey to get there. I believe Mr. Business has formed this barbarian organization.
He's still alive?
Mr. Business?
Indeed.
Oh, thank goodness.
It's just rumor right now, but it may be worthwhile to look into. So I think, based on our liaisons here, some of you shall travel to Aluin, and others to Dermahad. Decide who goes, but for now, that is our course of action. We will reconvene here once we have determined both of those people are either with us or not. What say you?
That's fair. So, like a week from now?
It will most likely take a week. We shall make preparations to leave, and we may be able to find a quicker way to do this, but for now, we will spend the next couple of days preparing.
So we just need to decide who's going to see if it's Mr. Business and who's going to talk to Justinian.
Indeed.
Okay.
With all of the different allies now identified and some dealt with, Lord Steve the Night Steward informs everyone of that plan. Everyone's given quarters, and you all retire for the time being and wait of your departure towards the two different places that the group will need to travel to in the coming days. We're going to end it there as you guys mentally prepare to deal with Mr. Business and Lucian Vianney.
At least we don't have to fight Kavan.
That, honestly, I was...
You've
that was
never
something
dealt with
else.
Lucy before, so I think Kavan would have been the better choice.
True. Well, I want to thank everyone for watching. Thanks for participating, listening, whatever you're interacting with us on or through or to. If you haven't, go ahead and join our Discord. Follow us on Twitch. Share with friends. We would love to hear your feedback, as always. And most importantly, remember, if Tofu says take the sword, don't take the sword.
I'm gonna touch that sword.
Eventually. I look forward to the potency flex next session. We will see you guys next week for Shattered Dungeons. Have a great and safe and clean week.